welcome back to my final more report analysis video on Wednesday 9th of November with me, Richard Penn, market analyst at Antan Tech Markets. Look at the safe haven gold now. We've seen a sharp swing again, big move to the upside on the initial sort of threat of a Trump presidency, which we saw overnight, but that unwound quite strongly and continue to unwind actually as Trump gave his acceptance speech. And that's starting to settle down now around 1300. Now I've talked at length previously about this sort of trading band around sort of 1300 to 1310, and again we're sort of back towards that sort of level now. Very interesting that we're seeing sort of settling around that. So that is, generally speaking, I think still a bit of a pivot really, and the fact that we're again sort of settling around that, I think, is sort of suggesting how important this level is. So markets will be looking out for 1300, I think, is a bit of a gauge and a bit of a sort of line in the sand really, sort of if it continues to sort of move above 1300, that would be sort of the market being increasingly fearful of this Trump presidency. But again, below, maybe there's less of a fear and more sort of hope. I say hope in inverted commas really, for how Trump's presidency isn't as market negative as perhaps had been given credit for. So I think 1300 is a bit of a sort of a line in the sand potentially, and again sort of around this sort of level. So lots of volatility, I think, still to play out, sort of unwound as interestingly as with sort of dollar yen, that sort of initial sort of strong move, strong gain on gold has been unwound by around about half, sort of the jump from sort of 1270 area to 1337, sort of 67 bucks. So unwinding that is sort of 35 bucks. So you're sort of trading marginally lower, marginally below the midpoint of the range. So it is a still a volatility play, I think, and once the US comes in and we see more of an indication of how they're going to trade, it'll be very interesting to sort of see where this one settles. But for now, we're sort of middle of the road, not very helpful, I admit, but there has been obviously a bit of a safe haven shift in the market sentiment, but will that last going forward? So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I'll speak to you hopefully with a bit more clarity tomorrow. So thank you very much.